Welcome to another real-time trade. In this video, I'll discuss several ways to manage the trade to empower you to design a trade management model that suits your unique mental wiring. This is the stuff of the real game. Now let's join the trade in progress. Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. It is 4:56 a.m., just before 5 a.m. here in New York time, Monday, September 25th. It is early. I'm speaking quietly on purpose because the rest of the world here is still very much asleep. But I'm watching the Dow here after a big drop here this morning in the UK session here, London session, of course. New York doesn't open for another 4.5 hours, regular trading hours. But I'm looking for an opportunity here. I happen to be up nice and early this morning, as I often am, watching the charts, and then saw this big move down. It happened all of a sudden. Very nice short trade here, actually, but I wasn't up and about with my charts open and what have you for that. So now I'm looking for a little bit of a reversal here, at least just a pullback, a routine pullback, which could potentially net 1 or 2 R here. So we'll see. Buy stop order here on the 1-minute chart. Be watching it together. I'll edit out dead air, non-teaching moments to keep this video as tight as possible. And you will notice the three sisters doing something very similar to each other. We now have prices above both EMAs here on the 1-minute chart for NASDAQ, pardon me, and I'm trying to get above here on the S&P. The Dow is the weakest of the three. Under some circumstances, I would actually be looking for a short here on the Dow for a trend continuation, but I'm just watching the structure change here after a big move down in time of day as well. Again, 5 a.m., we're 2 hours into the London session. And I'm in, guys. I just looked away here for a minute or so. It was so slow, but I realized that I've now been triggered in. Long the Dow. And target 1 has been met. So the 1 hour all or nothing trader has exited the trade with full profits here. Scale out trader may have taken off some of their position, potentially considering moving their stop loss to break even, or to half an hour, or to just below this pivot. Various ways to do this, of course. And target 2 has been hit, 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour all or nothing trader has exited their trade now with full profitability. The scale out trader has scaled out some at target 1 potentially, and some more at target 2. Perhaps even closed their trade here, all of it at target 2, or left the trailer to attempt to hit target 3. And as we're pushing up here, a new high for the move, heading towards target 3 or 2R. I'm going to make a zone revision here. You see this on the bottom left-hand side? Just moving my zone marker down. This is a VWAP reversion trade, guys, not a zone reversal. It could become, it looks like it's going to become a zone reversal setup, but it certainly wasn't when I entered the trade here. And so this is you'll see the break of structure and change of structure here. New lows. Let me just make this very clear here. The big impulse wave down here, of course, 1, 2 big bearish 30-minute candles. A break of Friday's low. Today's Monday, of course, on the daily, which is very bearish, but then rejecting back up again. You can see this happening here. But the telltale signal was of course on the Three Sisters, seeing the break of structure after hitting 2.5 standard deviations on all three. So an extended move. It doesn't mean overextended necessarily. It turned out to be that it potentially was. But then making this VWAP reversion move on the NASDAQ, on the S&P, and of course the Dow, the one that I am long. So this is that trip back to VWAP 2 hours into, we're now 2 hours and 28 minutes into the London session, something we see fairly often happening, especially when a move like this big move down, happens on no news. And when you see that, and a concerted effort, by the way, amongst all three indices. As you can see here, this is the daily, pardon me, this is the 30-minute here. Let me just revise these or refresh them so you can see this very clearly. You will see that all three, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow, made the same move down. The DAX did too, by the way, and the FTSE, which you don't see here on this chart, of course. Some very similar action. It was a concerted effort. It was a selling across the board, and then this rejection here on the 30, the 30, the 30, and then me taking advantage of the change of structure here, a failure to make a new low, consolidating sideways, and then a break above here. A little bit of a pullback after that, and then we were off to the races. VWAP reversion early. By the way, I normally don't take VWAP reversion trades in the UK session, but this one looked like a good solid setup. New 30-minute candle has begun now. You see this here? So we might struggle actually to hit that target 3. We'll see, because normally what we'll see here is a pullback to make a bottom wick on that new 30-minute candle. And that pullback, of course, is the same as a pullback here. It's common sense. And that could mean that we're going to be in this for a little while here. But who knows? We might get a little caffeine and momentum in here to close this thing down. But so far, this is at least a 1.5 hour win to start the day and to start the week. And target 3 has almost been hit. A fraction of a point, looks like 1 point or not even 1 point on the Dow away here, but we're about to nail this thing, I do believe. You see that flipping 30-minute candle on the bottom left-hand side? That's a bullish sign. I think we'll push through here. Have to be very patient on this one. Still have to be very patient on this one. Well over an hour and 17 minutes, I believe. I think we got into this thing, yeah, 5:02, an hour and 15 minutes so far in this trade. It's typically stuff that we see during the UK session. We get some range expansion over Asia, but then of course the explosion of range expansion most days in the New York session, which is still 3 hours away, 3 hours and 10 minutes. And there it is, guys. Finally, 50 points and 2R on the Dow. Nice way to start the weekend, to start Monday here at 6:21 a.m. Still very much in the UK session. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm sure we'll see you again a little bit later. Appreciate you clicking the like button and subscribe, and notification bell, of course. All helps the algorithm. It allows you to see when new videos come out. Appreciate you. Have an amazing day and an incredible week. Take care.